The next step in this image could be possibly remove the diaper or try to extend the trouser. This is our decision, so we will need to figure out a good line or a good midpoint to make this change. What I feel is if I do move all this line until I reach this spot, it will look funny. So it will look like overextended. I think we could do two different things in here. One could be find a midpoint till maybe here or something close to here, and then extend the skin of his back till reach this line. Or we could also extend the skin of the back or extend his back up to the trouser. I think both options are equally difficult, maybe, so we will try to find something where we will learn more things. What I do know for sure is the first step I want to do is remove the extended part of the diaper in the over the backline. So I will select in an empty layer the clone stamp tool. I will rotate the image pressing S, and I will just use the clone stamp. Let me increase the opacity of this. I don't care if I kind of screw the white part of the background, because I know I will need to work the background a lot. What I do not want is these looks overdone. So be careful with the dark line in the edge of the skin, just that, or at least is what I will try to do. I will try to be closest as I can. And yes, we do have one very nice bokeh or blur in here, and we will need to find a way to recreate that, because it is impossible to preserve that bokeh if we want to remove this over part. The line looks good. What we need to recreate now is this. For this, we have different options. One could be clone a part of this and then blend it. It could work, but maybe the best call will be do this after we remove or decide what to do with the skin. Otherwise, we will end up probably doing this part of the work twice. So let's create another empty layer. The good part of this is we kind of do not have texture like pores or really small texture, so we can use this clone stamp tool pretty much all the time. For this, I will be sure I align the clone stamp with the back and just paint. Let's go a little lower in here, but not very much. Something like this. Don't worry about the straight line. We will work this in the liquify filter in a moment. All I want is be sure this is not looking weird. Well, it is looking weird because it's too straight, but at least we remove the most notorious part. I need a softer edge. All right, we are better. too much. Well, looks better. We can change this line so we can learn new things. For this, I will do stamp visible layers doing Command Alt Shift E in an empty layer. And now I will select, in this case, the lasso tool. And let me grab a big portion of this. I will duplicate it. Now I can delete the copy. And I will do something similar. But in this case, I want to show you that when you have the transform active, if you press right click and you go to wrap, you can move this more freely and kind of modify the shape, or yes, the shape. The concept of the smart object is pretty much the same for this part of the work. If you think you will need to go back and forth, be sure you transform this into a smart object first. The only part I do not like of this is how we did destroy the texture of this fabric or knots. We could correct this, replacing the texture with frequency separations and be really precise in the areas where we want to replace the texture, grabbing the correct pixel range, I mean the radius in the blur. For now, I will not care about this, but what I will do is create another empty layer. I will grab the clone stamp tool again. I will rotate the image. I will align this. And I will blend this a little better. Let me go again, straight, and take a look. It is having more sense now. Okay. Let me select a darker pixel for make kind of good blending here. Too much. I need better. The good part of not having texture or working in a blur area like this is it's more like a drawing work than other thing, right? It's like you're more free. Okay, let's assume that we are happy with this, otherwise we will be 1 hour matching each pixel. And what I will do now is work with the liquify. For this, let me do stamp visible layers. And in this copy, I will liquify. Oh, yes. No, before liquify, maybe we should do the bokeh thing. So I'm sorry. But we can use these visible layers in all one. or create a lasso tool, something like here. Copy this. Now we can remove this copy, and I will move this. Maybe something wrong here. Let me decrease the opacity a lot. I do not care a lot about the shape because, again, we will do the shape with Liquify. All I want is this good blur we have. Otherwise, it will be really hard to paint with just a brush. Let me set this at 100% and set a layer mask in black. Now I will paint with white in this part. Let's have a good blending. Yes, it looks more natural for me. Let me see if I can work a little better this shadowing here. Okay. Let's go with the Liquify. One copy of all the visible layers, and we can do Command Shift X or go to Filter, Liquify. It is the shortcut. And now let's work with this. And maybe we can push this a little to the inside. And why not push this cheek a little to the right, and maybe we could increase just a little more. Okay. Better. In the next video, we will work the background. We will start working with skin and doing the general retouch.